Welcome back, everyone. As we continue to fight the COVID-19 pandemic, many are struggling even more with compulsive eating from all the social isolation that we've been doing. If you or someone you know is struggling with this, know that there is help out there. Overeaters Anonymous is a 12-step program of recovery geared to people with compulsive eating and compulsive food behaviors encompassing both over and under eating. I spoke with Managing Director Sarah Armstrong to find out more details about the 12-step program and how it's doing wonders for many people. Joining us this morning, we have Sarah Armstrong. She's the Managing Director with Overeaters Anonymous. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Sarah. A very important topic that we're covering today, especially during COVID-19. In normal circumstances, you've dealt with people who've had food behaviors for when it comes to compulsive eating behaviors that can be for overeating, undereating. There's a whole range, but especially during COVID-19. Things are getting a little difficult at home for some people. Let's start with what Overeaters Anonymous is and where you guys are located.
So we're an international organization that follows the 12 steps and 12 traditions of Alcoholics Anonymous. And the international headquarters is located here in Rio Rancho. And we've been around for about 60 years now.
Now, typically, do you guys hold in-session meetings, and are you going virtual or having to go virtual because of COVID-19 this time around?
So we have traditionally had face-to-face meetings. So a group of people will get together weekly and talk about their issues and examine the 12 steps. But we have had a large growth over the past, I'd say, 10 years in people meeting via telephone or via some virtual methods or through through Facebook groups. So that has been growing steadily for, I'd say, about 10 years or so. So now most face-to-face meetings are not happening, but they have converted to some type of virtual meeting. And so but we already knew how to do it, so we've still been doing it, just a lot more of it. So it's been helpful to already have that in place.
Already have adjusted before COVID-19, and this is just making it much easier for you to reach all of your members. I know there's this misconception often where people hear of compulsive eating behaviors and they often think of just overeating, but that's not always the case.
No, it is definitely not. We also help people with anorexia. So there's undereating, there's binging and purging and bulimia. So there's a whole range of activities, and there are a lot of people who appear to be of normal weight, but behind closed doors, you don't know what activities they may be involved in with their eating. So
for somebody who's watching, if they think I may fit into this category, but I'm not too sure, and I also know that there's also this misconception that people may be thinking I could stop whenever I want to. Sometimes the issue goes further. It's more of a mental disease, right?
It is, and it is really a problem. You pretty much know when you're out of control with your food, and you can't stop. Many people have tried many diets, and there's a ton of them out there, and many different programs, and they'll have some success with them, but they keep falling back, and it's like, why do I keep coming back to this behavior? What is wrong with me? Well, you may have compulsive food behaviors, and maybe we can help you. I think the first step to take is to find a meeting and go. Anybody can go to a meeting, hear what we have to say, and you'll recognize yourself amongst the other members in the meeting, and they'll be speaking to you and go, oh my gosh, I know exactly what they're talking about. This is my life. This is me. And then they'll know that they've walked into the right room.
And the good news is that there's help for it. There is help. You guys have a 12-step recovery program during COVID-19. Who should be reaching out to you, and how can they?
Okay, so anybody who thinks that they have a problem with food should reach out to us. And that could be any type of a problem with food. And the best way to find us is to go to our website, which is oa.org. And there's a button up in the top right corner that says find a meeting. And you can go there. You can look during non-COVID-19 times, you can look at the face-to-face meetings, and that's still a good place to start. Find a meeting that's local to you and then just see what the heck is going on. They have a contact number, and we always recommend anytime before you go to a meeting, call that contact number, find out exactly what's going on. And that person will tell you right now, okay, we are not meeting at wherever it is we've been meeting, but we are meeting and here's a telephone number to call, or we'll hook you up and send you an invitation to an online meeting. And it's as easy as that. And you can go, if you go to a meeting that's on this type of format, you don't have to turn your video on. You don't even have to turn your microphone on. You can just sit and observe until you're feeling comfortable to actually join the meeting. You can do whatever it is you need to do to be comfortable in the meeting.
You know, I know some of our viewers may be thinking, I could benefit from this. Before I let you go, Sarah, give me your website once more.
It is oa.org.
Perfect. Sarah, I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning with Overeaters Anonymous.
Thank you very much.